greeting from West Coast of US. So my name is Kiyoshi Terasawa. I'm an architect for the CM First group and mainly involving modernization project such as CF2E or Plex application. I have a background of working as a Plex 2E engineer for the CA before. Now, I work for the CM First. So I little know the inside out. So kind of perfect fitting for this kind of project. Okay. So first, our goal for the transformation is obviously we transform CA2E Plex, we call legacy application. So to the modern application like a web and the API base. So we say function, but obviously we include some native component like a menu or some like a CL or C++ or some assistant program, which is part of your application. So anyway, so for we have converting the various component to the various platform. So first UI, well, typically TypeScript, and then the board here is what we are doing. We have done so, but our model design is flexible enough to support these other technology. So, and also we have provide a quality assurance part along with the transformation. So not just a transform and let the application go, but we also provide a QA part. So QA with mainly two part. So UI UX make sure the same behavior before and after, and database result is same by running original application, new application. Okay, and how we do this. So we have some this big flow diagram, obviously from left to right, the process, and there's some number there. So first we need to gather the information to process. So have various input, but which is very typical input. So we have mainly because we have trying to transform the 2E or Plex, so we need a model. Okay, so from model, we can extract lots of information. So we developed the 2E model API, which is not come from CA, but we develop it. And also the CA Plex come with a model API. So we extract that model-based information. But along with, so we used it's a generated code and also menu definition and with a main native code information, native source code. So getting together, the first step is we load to the CM Web IT. So the CM Web IT, another tool we make, it's a provider impact analysis as like a graph model of object relation, who using, who is calling, who accessing database, etc. And also we have menu information, so we can import menu definition to the tool along with program information. So we can narrow down scoping target of transform object. So typically the model-based approach, a lot of unused program exists. So we just can filter naturally by having some entry point based on the menu which come from your application. And in the middle, and also that we extract a database catalog from native, and then get together and then make a first step of transformation to make some intermediate model to ready for the output. And also importantly, so because the model-based generation using some human non-friendly naming rule. So like for instance, maybe employee ID, but it's generated as A7X because after conversion happen, the human need to be maintained, and also it's very important to have some human friendly name instead of those. So we take care of that. And then, so after we create an intermediate layer, so that's kind of give the flexibility. So going out to the maybe different target language, etc. from there. But in this diagram says, UI generator, generator TypeScript, Angular HTML, and then API generator, which is currently Java, and then controller, model, service, and service contain the business logic from action diagram of your original model, and so on. And then data access layer, so we use the Java JPA repository, so we generate the entity and the composite key if we need, and then repository with embedded query method, like a fetch method, etc. And the report layout, output as XML to support Jasper, but we open to the other technology too. And then finally, we take care of the native code transform. So these are totally 95% ready to run, but some tweak or some manual effort needed after that. Okay. So these are the process for the native source code transformation. So extract analysis document from the source code, and also some best bet conversion, then finally human adjust those to make it works. Okay, this is restate those diagram. So from top very quickly, so extract original model information with API and load the data and the source code to the CML Web ID, and then then the CML Web ID with a menu provide a scope, and then scope base, and then transform engine create intermediate model, and then generate UI, API, data access, and report layout, and then finally convert some native program, and then so then also output some document for future developer, native code developer, or maybe review what the current application is doing. QA, so like I said, so we have two sections to cover. So RPA driven UI UX testing. So we record we start the original application scripting first, then that information combined with the transform engine output, we can convert that for the web UX. So we kind of saying that like 75% the script are converted automatically to run with web UI, such as like data validation, navigation, etc. And also data. So we save with the DB2 journal. So can run the left-hand script for the original application and newly transform application, and then using journal and take a snapshot, and then we logically have the same starting point and the end point, and then we can compare those results. So here is some sample code we generating. So this is a repository layer. We provide a much bigger slide along with this video, so you can see the other part of the example, but just a highlight. So this one is a repository, obviously JPA repository, and then it has some embedded query. And then as you see, the name is like a personal address or address type, etc. So those are using by a friendly name come from an object name in the model. Okay, so very, very standard way. And also we try to generate that embedded query too. So it's there. And so API, so this is just the function call function, another function. So we just follow the standard request and response model and then execute. So it's just there. Okay, so this is actual running environment. I mean, runtime comparison. The left hand obviously green screen, and the right hand is a new menu. So we also provide a menu functionality. I mean, it's a data-driven and a permission role-based, so you can manage the who can access, etc. with the data. And UI with grid, so that's a converted result. It's a very plain because we don't do any custom post customization, but so obviously it's you can use the CSS or whatever, or your UX guy can adjust to make it fancy. And also, yeah, we can discuss pre-transform stage. So what you want to do, like a color schema, etc. I mean, it's very standard Angular material view for this one. Okay, and some supporting component. This is not all, but just highlighting. So bonus, so field has a button with a selector. We call, I mean, in the 2E Plex one, it's called prompt select. But yeah, so those are included, and automatically, and the message display that way. And yeah, tabbed UI, which you open the multiple session. So thank you. So this is all. So hopefully it's helped to understand our offering. And then if you have any question, please contact us. Thank you.